post-match reception in a Dublin hotel. At the function, the GAA announced a major new sponsorship deal for its players.
The Kilkenny team and their families stayed in the City West Hotel overnight. Most celebrated until the morning, but some fans had obviously been busy during the night. It was down to business for the GAA itself this morning too. The organisation announced details of a £250,000 sponsorship programme, which will allow the star players to be paid for endorsing products. There was no doubt about who the star player was in yesterday's match. His manager said Hurling should thank God for him. DJ Carey himself was more modest.
I'm sure there could be any one of 6 or 7 players man of the match yesterday, and everyone else done their bit as well. So it's a great team performance, and anything that comes along to an individual, fine, but it's all about a team.
The Kilkenny hurlers had been determined not to lose their third All-Ireland final in a row.
The players didn't need anything really said to them at all. From the start of the year they were very focused. They only had one thing in their minds all the time, and they worked very, very hard for it, to build up a tremendous spirit among themselves, you know, and the rewards, they got them yesterday, and everybody, I think, saw that it was a very, very good performance, and one that was full of determination and a bit of class as well.
The Offaly team arrived late. They were downcast but generous in defeat.
I'm very proud of our fellas. They gave us great value this year. They tried very hard again yesterday, but we came up against a team yesterday that I don't think any team in Ireland would have matched on the day.
The teams enjoyed the traditional All-Ireland lunch along with the Cork and Galway miners before heading home. There were cheers as the Kilkenny team set off for Houston Station with the Liam McCarthy Cup. It was nothing compared to what's in store for them in their home county. Orla O'Donnell, RTE News, Dublin.
Well, we can now go over live to Kilkenny railway station, where we join our southeast correspondent Damien Tiernan. Damien, is this going to be one long day's journey into a Marble City night?
Absolutely, Colin, you're joining us. The train is just arriving here into McDonald Station. Hundreds of people on the platform here, thousands of people just waiting outside. Up to 25,000 people are expected here tonight. As you can see, the train arriving, and it's going to be one hell of a night here in Kilkenny.
Right on cue, but this big victory parade in Kilkenny, Damien, obviously it will have plenty of pit stops.
Absolutely. As the players alight from the train with all the supporters gathering around them, they're going to be going down to John Street, into High Street and into Market Yard. There's going to be a civic reception for them in Market Yard. 25,000 people, as I said, are going to be out here tonight. They've been celebrating all night and all day. They're then going to go on for a late night meal in Langton's tonight. It looks like the party is going to go on all week, if not for a month in question. Tonight is very, very special for people here in Kilkenny. After the last 2 years, the disappointment of the last 2 losing finals, it's going to be one hell of a party here in Kilkenny. And obviously over the next few months, the Liam McCarthy is going to go all around the county. And the pride and the passion which with this county celebrates hurling is going to come to fruition. Colin?
And obviously, Damien, these men who produced such an awesome display at Croke Park yesterday and who are now about to alight at Kilkenny railway station, they're going to be returned really as they're going to be greeted as conquering heroes.
As you can see, Colin, yes, they are absolute heroes. They're really, really delighted with the celebration they've received. They're absolutely overawed. The support base here goes right the way through. You've got people out from 8:30 yesterday morning as the lines of cars were going up to Dublin. Little people, young people celebrating, waving flags. All last night, one party, and very good humoured celebrations as well. The guards say there will be massive disruption here tonight for traffic and whatnot, but really very, very good humoured celebrations. And as the players are lighting, as you can see, it's going to be a great night. Whether some of them are going to retire, who knows? It's not a night for talking about retirements, but it looks like it's going to be a great party for the next while here in Kilkenny.
Thank you very much indeed, Damien. That was Damien Tiernan down there at a very, very busy Kilkenny railway station, and we'll be hearing much more from Damien in the 9 o'clock news later on tonight here on RTE1 as we move to soccer.
We've just come off the train that the victorious Cats were travelling home on, and it's absolutely amazing. I mean, I can hardly hear myself talk. There's so many people on the streets. As you know, the last 2 years they came back empty-handed, and there was even then there was 10,000 people out in the streets. So it's actually impossible to estimate the amount of crowds that are going to line the streets here tonight. Well, joining me at the moment is no stranger to All-Ireland medals himself. It's DJ Carey. DJ, you must be absolutely walking on air at the moment.
Yeah, it's a great feeling at the moment. We waited a good few years to bring back the cup, and now we're finally back. So it'll be a long and slow passage through here, but we don't mind.
It's going to be a night of celebration celebrations, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it'll be a great night of celebration, and as you can see, there's a huge crowd here, and there'll be plenty of partying done tonight anyway.
I think we'll go on for another couple of weeks yet.
Yeah, well, it won't stop tonight anyway, that's for sure.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, that's it for now. I'd say the party's going to go on until the wee small hours of the morning, and we'll update you later. Back to you in studio.
TV3 has...
And some believe the Cats could go one better this year.
Kilkenny this evening to welcome home the All-Ireland Senior Hurling Champions. The players were given a civic reception amid scenes of rapturous applause and celebration.
This extra special train arrived at McDonagh Station in Kilkenny City to a fanfare of noise. The players were mobbed by family, friends and supporters from the second they alighted on the platform.
Yeah, I suppose the last 2 years make us realise how special it is to come home after winning. So we're delighted.
And for the family and everybody in Glenmore as well.
Oh yeah, everyone in Kilkenny. It's a wonderful county and delighted to be the lucky one to bring back the cup to them.
Sure, words can't describe it really, you know. After the last 2 years it was absolute heartbreak, and you know, today or yesterday was just unbelievable, you know, and we're just taking it all in. I don't think it's really took in yet, like, you know.
It's going to be one hell of a party for the next... How long?
Well,
a week anyway.
We'll take a week for the start of it.
As the heroes such as John Power got on the open-top bus, the crowd's joy made up for the disappointment of the past 2 years.
Just look out there, it's brilliant, unbelievable. Because I'm 2 sorrowful years, and
that's what you fought for.
That's what it's all about. It's brilliant, brilliant. I can't say any more.
The cavalcade then made its way down a heaving John Street and onto High Street. And even the local goats got in on the act. And then into Market Yard, where the players were introduced to their faithful supporters.
Number 14 for Kilkenny, the one and only,
Gardaí estimate there are at least 30,000 people here in Kilkenny City tonight. The celebrations are only beginning, and if tonight is anything to go by, they're going to go on for a very long time. Damien Tiernan, RT News, Kilkenny City.
Well, of course, for every winner, there's also a loser. The vanquished Offaly team returned to the county this evening. Crowds turned out in towns and villages as the team bus made its way from Tullamore to Emmett Square in Barr, where a reception will take place.
Ireland hurling champions have returned home and the celebrations are in full swing. For News 2, Damien Tiernan's in Kilkenny.
Thanks, Eamon. Well, in a few minutes I'll be talking with DJ Carey and John Power. But first, a look back at the night's celebrations.
This extra special train arrived at McDonagh Station in Kilkenny City to a fanfare of noise. The players were mobbed by family, friends and supporters from the second they alighted on the platform.
Yeah, I suppose the last 2 years make us realise how special it is to come home after winning. So we're delighted.
And for the family and everybody in Glenmore as well.
Oh yeah, everyone in Kilkenny. It's a wonderful county and delighted to be the lucky one to bring back the cup to them.
Sure, words can't describe it really, you know. After the last 2 years it was absolute heartbreak, and you know, today or yesterday was just unbelievable, you know, and we're just taking it all in. I don't think it's really took in yet, like, you know.
It's going to be one hell of a party for the next... How long? A week anyway.
We'll take a week for the start of it.
As the heroes such as John Power got on the open-top bus, the crowd's joy made up for the disappointment of the past 2 years.
Just look out there, it's brilliant, unbelievable. Because I'm 2 sorrowful years, and
that's what you fought for.
That's what it's all about. It's brilliant, brilliant. I can't say any more.
The cavalcade then made its way down a heaving John Street and onto High Street. And even the local goats got in on the act. And then into Market Yard, where the players were introduced to their faithful supporters.
Number 14 for Kilkenny, the one and only,
DJ, what was it like coming home tonight to Kilkenny?
Oh, it was fantastic, Damien. We were looking forward to it all day, and we knew it'd be a big crowd, a great reception, but I mean, you know, it bet all tonight. It was well over 30,000 people were saying, and a marvellous feeling.
Amazing feeling. John Power, you were on the 93 team with DJ. Obviously the last 2 years a bit of a disappointment. How did it feel for you tonight?
Great, Damien. Yeah, sure. Everyone in Kilkenny now are after just a big pressure explosion here in Kilkenny tonight, and everyone is enjoying it, and everyone is full of drink and everything. They're gone crazy there, and sure, fair play to them. I hope the same will happen next year.
It's a good humoured celebration as well. As you say, there's a great relief all around, isn't there?
Oh, sure, without a doubt. Yeah, sure, we were under pressure going into the game, and then we won it the way we won it there. The boys here blew them out of the water there, and just the thing happened, and everyone is over the moon about it tonight, and sure, why not?
DJ, you have the Liam McCarthy with you. It's going to be very difficult to retain it next year. What do you think?
Yeah, it probably will, but we certainly won't worry about that until next year. This 6 months now, they're down to our celebration. We're just delighted to get our hands on it for a year, and you know, we'll do our very best next year to hold on to it. But 2001 will be a completely different year.
Obviously, a lot of young players coming through as well. Hopefully, most of you will still be around next year as well. What do you think?
We'll probably be around anyway.
John, any decisions?
I suppose if DJ mentioned the retirement, he'd be lynched here tonight. Maybe if we said it, they'd be hushing us out the door. But sure, sure, we'll wait and see what the story is all about there. And
excellent.
See what it is.
We're going to have a good night here tonight. It's great celebrations happening here in Kilkenny. Eamon, I'd say you wish you were here.
I certainly do. Well, of course, for every winner, there has to be a loser. Offaly returned home tonight, minus the Liam McCarthy Cup. Tullamore, the first port of call.
And the Liam McCarthy Cup. And it looks as though the celebrations have only just begun.
This is what victory feels like. They had waited 7 long years for this, and after reaching the final for 3 years in a row, Kilkenny finally did it again. Kilkenny came home empty-handed for the past 2 years, but not this time. And when the Liam McCarthy Cup was paraded through the town, the crowds went wild. Thousands of people turned out to congratulate the Cats. As a county with a long tradition of good hurling, the love for the game starts at a very early age.
3 months tomorrow, so she was born in the year 2000. Kilkenny won the McCarthy Cup in the year 2000, and just delighted.
Oh, they're very quick, yeah, a brilliant match. DJ was the best.
And the victorious players were tonight basking in their glory.
This is probably one of the greatest days of all our lives up here, and we're very, very proud to bring this little thing back to you tonight.
Players, quite genuinely, were so moved by the welcome that they got here last year in defeat, that they made a vow to themselves and to each other that under no circumstances they would move mountains. They'll do whatever it takes to win this thing back for the people of Kilkenny.
With an estimated 30,000 fans here tonight, the party looks set to continue for some time to come. Jenny McCutton, TV3 News, Kilkenny.
And it's back now to Kilkenny. Jenny McCutton is there. Jenny, are you enjoying the party?
Absolutely, Grania. Good evening. I can tell you, I think every county should experience this. The atmosphere is absolutely amazing. The reception has been unbelievable, and it started as soon as the players got off the train. I saw DJ Carey literally swamped with autograph requests the minute he stepped onto the platform, and it's just been like that ever since. I think the fact that they lost in '98 and again in '99 has made this year's victory all the more sweet. And one man who can certainly identify with that feeling tonight is Kilkenny manager Brian Cody. He joins me now. Brian, did you anticipate the welcome that you got here in the city?
Well, the welcome has been absolutely huge. Last year we came back here and we weren't expecting a big welcome, but we got a very good turnout. But tonight it surpassed all expectations that we could have had. You know, it's absolutely huge. So many people, or where so many people came from, I couldn't even imagine.
You're a very proud man tonight. How are the players themselves feeling? They've worked long and hard for this.
The players are feeling absolutely terrific about it. You know, they're going to celebrate this for a while, and some of them here behind me their captain is leading them astray, I think, and God knows where they're going.
Okay, well, Brian, thanks a million for joining us here tonight. I'll leave you now, Gronia. Back to you in studio.
Thank you.